In this video, I just want to show you a little bit around our website and what resources might be available to you. So the first thing just depends on what device you're looking at, how much screen space you have. You can see I just made all of those appear along the top. So if you're on a mobile device, you're probably going to see it along the sidebar right there. But if you are on a computer and have your screen wide enough, you'll see those options along the top. So what I'm going to do is click on this Patient Resource Hub. This is don't even know the words for it, the golden zone for patients. This is where everything you need to know is housed. So if you're a new patient to our practice, these new patient resources are where you want to start. So you go ahead and click on that button. You're going to see a bunch of videos, and in the next couple days, these videos are going to be changed out to videos of my face, not people from the interwebs. So you might see that it looks a little different if you're looking at it now. So there are all different videos on this screen. This is going to walk you through the basic things that we go over during your initial appointment, the basic education that we provide, so that you always have it as a resource to look back on. Or if you're watching this during the times of COVID-19, you know that things are a little wacky as far as our normal process, and we're working hard to provide it to you in all different ways, and these videos are one of them. So you will always have this as a resource. You can look back on it, check out those resources and videos on the top there. We have some other new patient resources listed here. These are our dispensary charts and discount guides, as well as our new patient guide. Now, this is an important one for every single patient of our practice to read through. This is a mini book that I wrote that will walk you through the state program. Now, the first half of the book, first off, let me backtrack. It has an index page, so you can easily use it to reference and find certain topics. But you can see that it's broke off into two sections. The first section is Florida's medical marijuana program. So the first half of this little guide is going to take you through the logistics of the state program, setting up your account, doing your application, some of the frequently asked questions, our office policies and various resources, and then understanding your recommendation, how to make purchases, navigating the dispensaries, and so forth. The second half of this guide is the basic education that you need to get started as a cannabis patient. So we're really trying to make sure that we have this information available to you in all different ways. We know people that learn in all different ways. So if you're somebody that likes to read it, this is where you're going to find what you're looking for. So the second half of this guide is just that, the cannabis education. So I'm just going to scroll through really quickly, and you're going to see this is more the logistical side of things. And then down here, we're going to get into more of that cannabis education. And then the very last page, if I can get there, has some various cannabis resources for you that can help you along your way as well. And those are outside of just what's available on our patient hub. So I'm going to go back to the hub. But we have a new patient checklist and the transfer patient checklist. Those are resources that we typically hand out in office. And then some resources down here as far as the card application and process. The state registry has some really cool instructional guides that we have linked on here. So I'll just go through these really quickly. The state registry can be overwhelming and confusing for patients, especially if you're not that computer savvy. And the state likes to update and change things a lot. So these guides are the first place to look when it comes to anything state registry. But some of the big ones that people will reference is the application process, the renewing your application, how to actually upload documents if that's something new for you, and then more of the logistical understanding the process. So understanding how the application works, and then viewing your orders and understanding what those mean within the registry. Go back over to the website. And we have that card application guide linked right there as well. So I'm going to go back to that patient resource hub. So those are the basic things to get started as a new patient. This next link is Florida dispensary information. So there are 13 or 14 different operating dispensaries at this point with multiple locations all over the state of Florida. And they all have their own products, and they're different among companies, and just every company is unique. So this has some information on some of those various companies. We're working on getting this updated right now with the transition to more telehealth services because of COVID. A lot of the dispensaries are starting to get these resources to electronic versions, so we'll be adding those as they come in. And then the next box on the patient hub is the cannabis education. So this is where we kind of round up all of our resources that are available, because we update our blog regularly, as well as I myself. I'm Christina. I never even introduced myself in this video. I'm Christina, our Director of Operations and Cannabis Health Coach. I have my own website with a bunch of resources. You can see that that's linked right here. Not going to load that, but you're going to see we have all different guides, how-tos. We have recipes, cannabis cooking guides, other recommended websites, do-it-yourself stuff, overview of smokable flower and concentrates, and just various Cannabis 101 topics, and then even broken down into various medical conditions, dispensary resources, and so forth. So definitely have a lot of different educational resources linked there for you, and every time we put out a new blog post, we do try to link it in the appropriate category so that it's always easy for you to find. And then down here, we just have a quick link to the medical marijuana use registry, so there you can access the registry directly or link to those registry instructional guides. Some of the other things that you can find on our website, we have a dispensary quick link. So this is going to take you to a quick link of all of the various dispensary discounts. So every dispensary offers various discounts. They're all listed on here. Their first-time discounts, their regular discounts, as well as their birthday discounts. Also listed on here is their delivery options, as well as links to their locations. Now, if you're watching this during COVID-19, you're going to want to pay attention to that note right there. Pretty much every single MMTC at this point has changed their pickup and delivery options. So you're going to want to check with them directly for that if you're watching this during that time, as those are not updated on this. It would just be too much to change back and forth. All right. Also on that dispensary tab is direct links to each of those dispensary companies, so another easy way to find it, as well as an MMTC location finder. This is on that Know the Facts MMJ. This is the state of Florida website. They actually have a way to search for locations nearest to you using this search tool right there. So the state of Florida has a search tool here that you can use to put in your zip code, and it'll pull up the dispensaries near you if there is one in your zip code. So sometimes you have to do the zip codes around you. So that's 5 minutes down the road from me, but I have to put in that specific zip code. The other spot I want to show you on our website is our FAQ. So we get a lot of questions that get asked all the time. You can definitely check those out if you have any basic questions about the program. We also have our online scheduling available, so you can utilize that. For this option, you're just going to click on the location that you're looking for. You're going to choose the service that you're looking for. I'm just going to choose one. And then you'll see any available options. You just pick that date, time, enter your information, you'll be able to book your appointment from there.